When I see it my way, yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not, shoulds and coulds, do's and don'ts, your woulds and won'ts is.
Attention, attention, attention. All right. So this is Spitfire, and we're going to be talking about the presidential election. All right. We're going to be talking about politics a little bit because it's election season, and this is what we do here on Spitfire. Now, politics and injustice go hand in hand, so we got to talk about it. Let's talk about our current president right now, and that would be President Joseph Biden. Now, Joe Biden has been under a lot of pressure lately because the Democratic Party, the party that he's a part of and that I am registered as, want him to step aside. They think that the debate that he had with Trump 3 weeks ago was so horrible, and they think that his mental and health condition needs some rest from being in politics, and he needs to step aside and let someone else take the chance at going against Donald Trump. They don't think he can do it. But before we sit up here and talk about Joe Biden's mental state, let's sit up there and see if we see some changes within the last 4 years between the 2020 presidential debate between President then Donald Trump and Vice President Biden to the current debate of, as of 3 weeks ago, President Biden and former President Donald Trump. Let's take a look and see if we see a difference.
Well, first of all, thank you for doing this and looking forward to this, Mr. President.
Thank you, Joe.
The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is. And that say occurs when they vote for United States senators and when they vote for the President of the United States. They're not going to get that chance now because we're in the middle of an election already. The election has already started. Tens of thousands of people have already voted. And so the thing that should happen is we should wait. We should wait and see what the outcome of this election is, because that's the only way the American people get to express their view is by who they elect as president and who they elect as vice president.
All those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our health care system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if.
As we can see from the 2020 to the 2024, just 4 years, Joe Biden has had a very difference in speech, in thought, and stance, and look, and whole persona. And we know that a lot of that came with him aging. When you are a certain age, every year counts. Every year. From birth to when you expire. But it really counts when you are in a particular age group. 4 years ago, he was polished. 4 years ago, he could speak clearly. He had a thought. But now we've seen a whole different Joe Biden. But how can we trust this Democratic Party when they lie to us? Now, yes, Joe Biden was more polished then as he is now. But there were still probably some early signs that it was coming. This is why the rumor came. So yes, he was polished. Yes, he spoke clearly and had a thought. But there are maybe some things that he was starting to do, like forget where things are and, all these type of things. What do we do about that? How you can trust these particular party when they lie to you about your commander-in-chief? But now that Joe Biden has decided to step aside, which he has as of yesterday, and it was reported, well, then someone that's on his ticket, because he's not on there alone, Harris, Kamala Harris. Let's take a look at her.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.